You're right there guys, welcome back to the Ultimate Road to Glory series, the Weekend League Aftermath episode. You know how it goes down. I show you the last 10 games of the Weekend League. Well, it's going to be 8 today because someone forgot to click record, my bad. It just gives you an idea of how the Weekend League went. Can we make improvements? Did it go right? Did it go wrong? And it's just a breakdown of how the team played as well. So it was going to be interesting this weekend because not only did we not have to meet any requirements, so there was no restrictions as to what we could really go into the Weekend League with, I did have a new formation, and as soon as the game started, I switched up to the 4-2-3-1. So a lone striker, how would that fare? And I did have some nice success with it during the week, so I was excited just to jump in, see how I could get on. And honestly, we got off to a fantastic start, 18-1. But enough of that, drop a like on the video if you are enjoying this series, and we're going to jump straight into it. So we are currently 27 with 8 games remaining. 27 wins, 8 games remaining. So we have the potential to finish on 35 wins. Let's get into the journey and see how we got on. So after having got off to a great start on the Saturday, going 18-1, I felt really good. Playing some fantastic FIFA, moving the ball around, keeping composed, and just slowing down the game when I needed to, just to hold possession. That one loss though that I received did actually affect my whole Weekend League run, because if I didn't pick up that loss, I more than likely would have continued playing. So 18-1, I subconsciously maybe wasn't playing as well as I had been before that loss, so I decided to take that upon myself to stop playing, quit while I was ahead. So on the Sunday we had the restart, and yeah, the restart didn't really go to plan. I went into divisions warming up, and I even lost my first warm-up game. Went into the Weekend League, back-to-back losses. So at this point we were 18-3. In the first game I could have easily avoided that loss, which I was really frustrated about. Going into the next game I came up against a good opponent that was using attribute cards on his whole team. He had a mixture of legends and just non-informs statted up with attribute cards. I don't mind EA using them as pack fillers or even allowing us to use them in division gameplay, single gameplay. I don't really care. But in the Weekend League, when this is something where you can qualify for regionals and actually play for real money, I don't see why there should be stat cards. If you can't use them at regionals, then why are you using them in the actual qualification stage? It just makes no sense. So that's what I was a little bit annoyed about. But anyway, we bounced back and we picked up some good form. One thing that I will say though is if you are interested in using the 4-2-3-1 formation and you're someone like me that kind of does lose their head a little bit if they go 1 goal or 2 goals down, then I wouldn't. If you're really good with the 4-1-2-1-2 or just a narrow formation, because I was actually watching back the gameplay, when I'm winning it's all good. I keep composed, I move the ball from one side of the pitch to the other. When I'm losing, I take up the style of being a little bit more direct and trying to play it up to my strikers. And in the 4-2-3-1 formation, you only have 1 striker, so you're easily read, you become predictable, and really you think that it's going to benefit you just rushing your play and bombing it up the pitch. But realistically, you're just causing yourself more pressure because your opponent will read you, win the ball back, and start counter-attacking you. And it's just decision making as well. Some of the losses that I picked up, I wasn't really playing the correct pass, where I had the option to play it back, and I would actually lose the games because of it. So yeah, my Weekend League went okay. Like in the 4-2-3-1 formation, I was actually happy. Look, when I was playing well, it felt good. When I was playing bad, obviously, yeah, I got beat. So that's one of those things. And I'm not going to spoil it and tell you how many wins we finished on just yet. One thing that I do want to speak about, though, that was a really lucky goal, by the way. That actually helped me get back in, and this guy was a pretty decent player. So one thing that I want to do, one thing I want to improve on is learning how to flick the stick when it comes to defending. I don't know if you guys are good with it. You can let me know in the comment section, because I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there are 2 ways to defend. You can, well, you should use both if you want to be an elite player. LB or L1 if you're on PlayStation or Xbox to player switch, which I usually do a lot. Well, I do. I don't know how to flick the stick. Or you use the right stick to flick in the direction of who you want to player switch. I've tried it myself, and one of the reasons why I haven't really broken free and fully committed, because at times it doesn't flick to the correct player, and if I miss the flick of the stick, then I'm gonna get scored upon. And I don't know if it's something where I really should just go offline and improve on, but for whatever reason I flick the stick and it goes to the left back position when I'm really wanting to get the left centre back. It's just being precise. Maybe I have to work on that. So that's one thing that I want to improve on my game. And secondly, it's just losing my cool. when I'm going to goal down, when I've been dominating the game and I know full well that the goal is coming, it doesn't matter if you're going to goal down. Just carry on playing that style that got you in those goal scoring positions to really take advantage of that. Because I'm going to be missing a lot. I don't know what it is about my game, but when I'm desperate for the goals against really bad players, well, I wouldn't say they're bad players, but below average players, and that's the majority of the losses that I pick up against those that really don't deserve to beat me, and then I come up against some very good players and I grind out results. So after having played this weekend especially, it's starting to open up my eyes on where I need to improve, and it lies in the defense. I know with the way I defend right now, I'm not a top 100 weekly quality defender. And if I don't get that first or even second goal, just that 2-goal cushion, it changes the whole dynamic of the way I play. Not only in the defense, but also in the attack, because I know that if I don't have that first goal, defensively I don't have that confidence. So I start to rush and I lose composure because I need to win that ball back, I need to get that goal, and I crack under, well, I wouldn't say I crack under pressure, but I just crack because I know that I don't have the best of defense. And if I work on that in the 4-2-3-1 formation, it's going to be seriously difficult for any opponent to break down, even in the 4-1-2-1-2. So I just want to say that if I want to improve my game, I need to learn the basic fundamentals of player switching. If you're thinking that, yeah, you're nearly there, like you're a good player, but it's just defending that you need to work on, it's player switching. It's knowing how to cut the passing lanes, go in and pull back. It's not always best just to rush in for the tackle, more to do with cutting the passing lane first and then slowly edging towards that ball and then cutting it off, and just really restricting how your opponent is building up. I might go offline and just see if I can just correctly switch players, because when I've been doing it previously, it's left me vulnerable at the back because I go to switch player and it just locks onto the wrong one. And I don't know if it's maybe the angles of how I'm flicking the stick, but that's definitely something that I want to improve on. This game though, like, that was my fault. 76th minute, I don't know, I wasn't even under pressure to be honest, because I was dominating this game and he even messaged me to say sorry. I've literally just passed it back to Patrick Vieira. Instead of just clearing the ball, I've gifted him a goal and then he goes and scores that deflection. So 2 cheesy goals, and it was my fault. Had no problem with him scoring that second goal because that's just luck. You win some, you lose some with those types of goals. I scored my fair share in this weekend league, but it was the moment before I gave it straight back to him. And it's in those types of games where you just really need to grind out results, and that would have got me 34 wins. Once again, guys, we finish on 33 wins, which is all good, to be honest. That's what I'm kind of averaging right now. If I start to improve the way I'm defending, I know full well that I can get into the top 100, because with my attack I create a lot of chances. Eventually I will take 1 or even 2 of them, but it's really lying in the defense, and I know that I need to improve if I'm wanting to become one of those elite quality players. I might not even become like an elite quality, but we shall see. So there we go, guys. We did in fact finish on 33 wins, 1 win away from Elite 1. It's a curse, I'm telling you. Last week we gave up, but previously we've been hitting Elite 2, Elite 2, Elite 2, 1 win. We're needing 1 extra win. Whether or not that's a DC that EA give me, or it's down to what I'm doing in game, passing it to Patrick Vieira in the 70th minute to give him a cheeky goal, like, come on, man. I need to sort it out. But defensively, it's where I need to improve on. And I think we did a good job, though. Taking myself out of my own comfort zone, using a 4-2-3-1 formation, having a lone striker and getting 33 wins, I'm really happy with that. And that's why I'm not going to be relying on just using the LB or L1 button to player switch anymore. Once again, I'm going to take myself out of my own comfort zone to really get to grips with the player switching using the stick. And if I do that, then it's going to benefit me in the long run. So if you're someone that is struggling to defend right now, and you're needing tips, then you're going to want to pay attention to the Road to Glory, because I will break it down as best as I can, show you what's working, because I'm at that stage where I'm nearly there. I've got my attacking game sorted, I know how to move the ball, it's defending now. So we've been working on our attack, our build-up play, so it's nice that we've got a 4-2-3-1 formation that I know how to use, and also a 4-1-2-1-2, but it's defending, and that's what we're going to sort out. So anyway, let's go into the team and I'll tell you what I liked and disliked, and also Ronaldo. We need to speak about Ronaldo. So with these formations, 4-3-2-1, 4-2-3-1, 4-1-2-1-2, they all have their different qualities. I can change up my style though going forward, so it doesn't really matter what formation I actually use. I'm able to create chances and score goals. Once again, it lies with how I'm defending. If I have 2 CDMs, 3 CDMs, 4 CDMs, it doesn't necessarily mean I know how to defend. So with players like Matthias, he was fantastic for me, by the way, his pace, and that's why I focus on quick plays in the CDM position, because I know I need to be relentless. My high aggression, pressure, I want to win back that ball. So with someone like Matthias, he just helps those that don't really know how to defend because he's so incredibly quick, he's got a good tackle. I may in fact apply the Sentinel Kim style because at times going in for challenges, he feels a little bit weak and he's not overly great in the air. He still does a very good job. With the Kante as well, they were holding it down for the most part. Marcelo was fantastic for me. Tracking back, his recovery speed, his strength going into tackles, going forward. He's awesome. Really, really good player. So I more than likely will keep him at the club. If I want to change up my team and go down a different route, then I will do. But for now, I'm happy with the defenders. It's nothing to do about these defenders. It's me. I know it's me because I've been changing up my team. I've been changing up the formation, but it's the way I'm defending. With Ronaldo, though, I didn't play it like this. I actually had Lacazette as the striker, but I'm thinking, although Ronaldo played well and he was doing a fantastic job spreading the play, him in that left attacking midfield position, he wasn't getting involved as much going forward, and that could have got me an extra goal or an extra even 2 goals. If it was an extra win, we would have gotten into Elite 1. I'm not saying that Lacazette doesn't do a good job striker, but with Ronaldo there, it could have been a different story. So offline, with me not recording, I'll just see what he's like in that striker position. For now though, do I use the 4-1-2-1-2, go back to that and see if I can play and if that helped me, or do I go to the 4-2-3-1? I don't know, but it's always good to have a plan A and plan B. So I might start off the game and be a little bit more direct until I learn how to defend properly, so I can use the 4-1-2-1-2, get that early goal, and then sit back with the 4-2-3-1 formation. So yeah, I'm happy that I've discovered 2 formations that I'm comfortable with, and if you guys want to see my custom tactics, then here they are. I know a few people have been asking me, Fuji, you're doing great, like 18-1. We did start off really well, and then I kind of lost my head a little bit. I don't want to play on Sunday. Sundays is a curse, man. I'm playing most of my games on the Saturday, but these are my custom tactics. My chance creation is now on freeform, and my aggression is quite high. There is ways that you can have that aggression if you know how to defend. I like it when I'm coming up against sort of an average player. He tries to keep possession against me and I can just step in front, win back the ball straight away and cause him to go on the defense, so then he's not pushing on and getting goals. But those are my custom tactics, guys. That is a team. We finished in Elite 2, happy with that. We get the Team of the Week pack, the 100k, and it should be fantastic for the next episode. So yeah, we're going to be finding out how to defend together. So if you're struggling, keep an eye out on the road to glory. If you've enjoyed today's episode, as you know, it is a breakdown episode. Make sure to drop a like. Let me know how I can improve it for future episodes, and I will see you soon. Team out. Peace.